Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Sarah Maddox Drake's Ancilla, Master, Teach Me, is an occult, sexually explicit BDSM romance that tracks a bisexual woman in late 80s to mid-90s Rust Belt, Ohio, as she unravels a strict sedevacantist Catholic upbringing and stumbles into a relationship with a charismatic magus who becomes her mentor, dom, and soulmate. The story is built around Western esotericism, Thelema and Golden Dawn-style Kabbalah, and the chapters are explicitly organized around the Tree of Life Sephiroth, with each section acting like a rung on a ladder of transformation, rather than just a new plot beat. Along the way, the book leans into edgeplay and on-page sex, plus harder emotional material like food insecurity, chronic pain, vampiric starvation that mirrors depression, and moments where the protagonist gets close to the cliff of suicidal thinking. What landed for me first was the author's directness about what the book is and what it is not. The content warnings are frank in a way that feels almost like Drake is taking you aside before you enter the room, making eye contact and saying, "This gets intense." That honesty gave me trust, especially because the erotic material isn't treated as a naughty bonus, but as part of the protagonist's learning curve. Sex here is not a fade-to-black reward. It's language. It's ritual. It's also messy, risky, and sometimes emotionally heavy, which fits the mentor/dom/soulmate setup the author spells out early. I also kept thinking about the author's choice to foreground the moral complications of the spiritual framework itself. Drake doesn't pretend Western esotericism is clean or culturally neutral, and she names the colonial cafeteria dynamic head-on, including the way the characters loot and pillage ideas from oppressed cultures. That doesn't magically resolve the tension, but it does change the feel. Instead of the book asking me to admire the system, it asks me to watch people reach for meaning through a flawed system, sometimes sincerely, sometimes blindly. The Tree of Life chapter structure reinforces that. It's like the author is saying, growth can be real even when the tools are imperfect. By the end, I felt like Ancilla is best approached as dark, reflective erotic romance with occult and paranormal undertones, not as a tidy love story or a neutral intro to magic. If you like intimacy that's explicit and psychologically charged, and you're also curious about spirituality, power exchange, and the way belief can reshape a person for better and worse, you'll appreciate this story.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.